you really went through some tough times, tough decisions.
Who builds a business who doesn't go through tough times?
Right, but you are, what I'm most impressed about is that you're like I said to you on the phone, you're like a shark. You just keep swimming. You go over, you go under, you go through, you eat it, you know, whatever. There's always a way. Are you doing that consciously, or like, because everybody in here has got challenges, and a lot of people bump up against them and they stop. How did you keep, despite all that, the emotional, you know, I'm sure there was emotional angst, everything.
I wish I could say there was a big emotional angst, but I think I was so busy working hard that it just was another thing I had to get through. And I'll tell you what is interesting. I don't know if this applies to every business, but I've invested in a lot of businesses. I'm sorry for the people here on this side. I've invested in a lot of businesses, and I have found, well, through Shark Tank, it's been a real eye-opener, because I have 70-something businesses, and I have probably maybe 11 really successful ones, and I often think, what's the commonality? Because I want to get smarter on the show, and I don't. I keep putting money on losers and winners. I'm like, why don't I get smarter on this show? You know? But I'm always thinking, what's the commonality? And they do, the winners have one thing very much in common with me, to your point, which is they are very good at thinking fast on their feet, having something bad happen, and somehow turning it into an advantage. And I have to tell you, I think that's nothing more than a certain amount of street smarts that you learn through life, right? Versus book smarts, which just teaches you to observe, I guess. But more than anything, it teaches you just to keep moving, you know? And I have found that that is my gift. And every time in my career, and I could give you many examples, maybe I'll cite one or two in the interest of time, but every time I've gotten hit with the worst obstacle, it's always been just by staying there. I see some liner, and I see some advantage that I could run right up the damn flagpole. So I do believe life is fair. They slam you on the left, but like that, you kind of get motion and you bounce back, I mean, naturally. And I believe you can mentally expect that, because I think life is very fair. I think when you get committed to coming back on anything, it's kind of like the universe hears you or something. You get pals in the air or something. I always felt this certain gust of people cheering me. Even though there was nobody there, I felt like, yeah, I'm proud of me, they're proud of me, whoever the they was, you know, and it got me to keep pushing.